Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ACB. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of time, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days, it's actually just today's price movement, Thursday, broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis many times in the recent past, and that is where the green and red line annotation are coming from. And that is the sideways channel that the price has been trapped in for a very, very long time. Just as a recap, in case you have not watched any of the past videos, but the price has just hovered, and then today got the break to the downside. And you can see from there that was pretty much the floodgates opening back up. To give some credit where credit's due, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still obviously a rough day, but from where the price was all the way down here to where the price has now been able to fight back. I mean, a nice bounce on the bulls part, so there's no doubt about that. But overall, this was definitely a bearish breakdown to the downside. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that line. And then also update this level here, and that just becomes a foundational, or that's just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So if this bounce can continue and get more momentum, the next overall level to keep an eye on is going to be right around the $8.93 mark. In more the near term, though, so let me come and zoom back in here. Before we start talking about doing battle with 893-ish, there definitely seems to be an area of resistance right here, which is basically right where the price closed at. And that level is right there at $8.78, or you can just call it $8.80 to make it a little bit easier to remember. But you can see right there, 2 rejections, and then during the final 30 minutes right there, right where the price stopped. So that's going to be the initial level. So my point is, before you start talking about doing battle with 893, the price first needs to prove itself, quote unquote, by getting up above and staying up above that $8.80 range. As far as levels of support are concerned, in the very near term, you have this level right there, which I would call the ideal level at 865, meaning, hey, if Clay, what would make this bounce continue to look the best? Definitely stand above 865, because if the price were to go down there and then crack down below it and then continue on down, at that point, you would literally have the price right back inside of that range where it was when it was flirting with these lows. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they were, not exactly a sign of true power, true strength, or anything like that. So if this is a bounce, you just want to see the price keep on bouncing. You just want to see the price make progress forward. So in this situation, I'm kind of just defining that progress point, if you will, as the 865 mark. So we'll see how this one closes out the week on Friday, but overall, quite a bearish day. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.